And here's Donaldson, struck out his first time up. Two and two. Cole wins the battle again. Donaldson, fan.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Ball Talk, episode 8, with 2 months in, Big Papi. 2 months.
2 months in, man. That's amazing.
Right? 2 months into MLB The Show, the launch, right? Because we did our first episode launch week or the week right after?
It was a week right after.
The week right after. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't. Just around that time, maybe 1-2 weeks into the game, we definitely made it. And then have been 8 weeks. You know, we have been consistent at least for the last 8 weeks. Every week we're here.
Every week we're here. We always have something new to talk about. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And we have a lot of things to talk about today too.
Yes, we do. Actually, so we're recording this on Friday because we wanted to wait until the content dropped, because we knew there was going to be roster updates and a little bit of they were going to give us a little bit of something here on a Friday.
Sure, they always do. They always go, to just go and enjoy the week and playing the game, probably.
Right. Well, so I know Big Papi always sends me a list of topics to talk about, but I'm gonna throw him like a knuckle curveball right now, because I'm gonna start with the bottom, whatever's on the bottom of the list, because I really want to talk about this. I'm sure you do too. You finally did it. You completed the collection. You got the unicorn, Mike Trout.
Finally, about 10 times. I mean, the game's been out for like almost 2 months, maybe. And I did it before 2 months without spending no money at all. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good for me.
That's really good.
Say.
Yeah.
Last year was a little bit different. It took me a little longer. But this year, I got lucky. I got a few diamonds here and there. And then it was, all came in together. And since the beginning, before the game dropped, I was like, I want to do the collection. I don't care who it is. I want to do it. And every single card I get, I don't care who it is, I'm not going to sell it. Yeah. Light cereal, as long as I'm going to use it, I'm not going to sell it. And hey, it paid off, man. It was hard. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Did I spend 485,000 stops on my trial today in the morning? Yes, I did. Yes, I know. It hurts. It hurts. I didn't want to. I was sitting down here with the money. I was grinding and flipping cars and all that. I was like, should I really want to spend all this money right now that I'm here? And I was debating with myself for the last 10, 15 minutes, like, should I do it or not? And then I was like, you know what? You've been here. You already made it to here. Like, you have to do it now anyway. He's probably the best guy in the game right now anyway. Everybody, say, and everybody does good with him. So I was like,
he's a cheat code.
And getting my trial gave me 5 other cards too. So, and 5 other cards, and at least I'm going to use 3 of them.
Including, by the way, I don't know if you guys can, obviously you guys can see the beautiful canvas in the back. And that's one of them. I mean, your favorite player of all time. Definitely. I mean, that alone is worth it, right?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely worth it. Like, I needed just one guy to complete the whole collection for like a week. And I was like, maybe I can get in a pack. Maybe like Ramon gave me in a pack, but, they don't love me like that. So I was just went all the way and just bought him. His price went up to like 548 today in the morning. I don't know why. I guess it was like a stop sale on Xbox maybe. And that was the reason. But I was like, oh my God. But I made it. I'm happy I did it.
Congrats.
Definitely, I went online and played. The guy just quit in the 3rd inning after a 3 home run from my trial. The B is coming on this weekend too. Definitely. So there's a lot of the team already did a lot of damage right there. Shiba John first pitch, a home run. So
wow,
it was definitely amazing. It was exactly what I wanted to see from the guys, and that was good. And Hall of Fame too. I wasn't playing also, I was playing Hall of Fame. So it was great, man. It feels really good now. Every money I can get, I can spend it like whatever I want to. It's easy, because before I was like, okay, I cannot buy any pack, any headliner, because I want to 30,000 stops now. It's like 30,000 stops I need later.
Yeah.
But I was lucky enough, so I finally made the collection, and I just can rest for it for the rest of the year for now.
Yeah, congrats. I mean, that's amazing. And like you said, you have a lot of end game cards right now, like cards that
Yeah.
might be in your lineup forever until the next cycle. But or if somebody else comes along, you might just throw them in there to try them out. But you definitely have a core now of
Yeah, definitely. First base is already. I don't care who they come out with this year. It's just
locked.
going to go to the bench, and it's just going to come off the bench. That's it. Because Big
Yeah,
Papi is getting first base. I know it's not the best fielder in the game, but that bat right there, because lefty or righty, I need to have it. And just because it's my favorite player, I'm just going to have it just because
yeah.
of that.
I'm with you. You know what? Honestly, I want to complete the collection mainly because of Big Papi. Like, honestly, it's just like that's so my type of card. Like, I need the Big Papi. I don't care that much about Mike Trout. Although I will say, every time I face them, I've been playing a lot of event games this last week
Hmm.
with the live series, and everybody I play has Mike Trout. Like they're just giving him
Yeah.
away. Everybody I've played has Mike Trout,
Except for us.
and he kills me. I don't care who I throw out there as a pitcher. I don't care. He hits him off his shoe top. He hits him
Ice good.
like off his shin. He is just killing me. But
And
I
this
want
is
Big Papi. That's
and this is
why.
actually the first time I play with my trout. Like
Mhm.
last year, yeah, I did the collection and got my trout, but I never played with him because there was, I guess, a 99 my trout already,
Mhm.
who was like 10 times better than the last year of my trout. So the
Yeah.
year before, I never got my trout anyway, so I never did the collection. So this is my first time doing the collection. I mean, and not doing it, but just playing with my trout. Actually, like it's gonna be on my line now for a while now,
Yeah.
and let's see what happens. So I'm pretty excited about it, man. I feel like a new kid, like I got a new toy. I need to
Yeah.
use it. I need to go to one
Right.
season and just get it or get with it, or
Man,
maybe on events or whatever it is. It
that's
feels
amazing.
amazing.
That's
It feels
amazing.
amazing. Yeah.
We have so much to talk about, but I definitely wanted
Yes,
to
we
touch.
do.
I wanted to touch on that because that's a huge accomplishment. Let us know in the
Yeah.
comments below if you're listening right now. Let us know if you've completed the collection. Let us know how close you are. Who else you need? Do you need Bellinger? Do you need Mookie? Do you need Tatis? Do you need Acuna? Who do you need? Personally, I need DeGrom. The big fish are DeGrom, um, Garrett Cole, and Mike
Oof.
Trout, and then a couple of Dodgers I still need. So I'm still looking at
Ooh.
a
A million?
700,000 or million stubs somewhere in there.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a lot.
that's
That's
a
a lot of
lot.
subs.
I caved last week and I bought Tatis and I bought Acuna, and mainly because I looked at everybody that I needed. Hi, Chiquita.
It happens.
I told you. I got.
I need to close the door.
Anyways, where were we?
Mm.
I looked at everybody that I needed. Garrett Cole, DeGrom. They're amazing cards, but I want to play with Tatis. I want to play with Acuna. I wanted to try those guys out. So that's kind of why I bought them first. I had the stubs. I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm doing it.
I think
Um,
it's a great car.
and they're
It's definitely a
amazing.
great car to have. Like I'm not using him because I got now my creator guy on shortstop, which
Mm-hmm.
is off the roof, and then I got cheaper second base. I got Soriano, which I don't have Jackie yet. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Like eventually, I'm
Soriano's
going
amazing
to.
too, right?
Yeah, I'm going to get Jackie eventually, but yeah, like not right now because the prices are just maybe not too expensive. But I don't have any stuff left right now. Only 24,000 stuff.
Yeah,
So I
I
need
hear
to
that.
like build my stop count again from scratch. So it's gonna take a
Right,
long time for it.
right.
But what I wanted was that collection is done, and we
It's
just gonna
off
see
your
what
back.
happens.
It's off your back
Yeah, it's
now.
it's off my back. I don't care right
And,
now about anything.
and any life series card you pull now is all gravy. I mean, you could sell it.
Exactly.
That's all stubs,
I
and
can
now
sell
now
it.
you don't have to feel guilty for buying packs, or whatever. Like
No, I don't.
doesn't
No,
matter.
definitely no.
You want
I
to
definitely
splurge on
don't.
a pack, you can do it. But
I can
let's
definitely
move
do it.
on.
Yeah.
We did like a prediction last week of like the new third inning bosses, and
New bosses, yeah.
we didn't get to talk about it until this week because
Until
it's
this week.
just because how we recorded. So, what do you think? What do you think? Did they do all right with the three bosses that
Yeah,
they presented us?
definitely. Yeah, definitely. Dennis Eckersley is one of the best pitchers in the game. I mean, relief pitchers in the game or closer.
Mm-hmm.
The stats are off the roof. He got a great HP9, KP9, and even base BB per 9 too.
Yeah.
Great control break. Pretty much what you want of the pen.
Mm.
When you like in a tie game, you don't want to give out a run. Definitely gonna get it. Troy Glaus, love him. Awesome guy. unfortunately for him, I got somebody at third base already.
Right.
But if I didn't, I would have definitely used him and try his bat because he got great style, like power. Always power is always what you're going to have
Yeah.
on this game. The contact, it's okay against righties, I guess, but when you got like 100 power, nobody really cares about the contact anymore.
Right. Right.
It's just a way. It's just a way it is. Always been like that in this game.
And you can play him at short. That's another bonus.
Exactly,
right?
and you can play at short, and then you got Gray Sizemore. The outfield always been crowded.
You predicted that, right? You predicted an outfielder.
Yeah, it's always exactly. It's always way too crowded for me. Right now with the new guys, it's gonna be really hard to get him. Maybe I try if I can, buy maybe or something like that. I'm gonna try later on probably and see how it is, but not the guy I'm going to have on my team.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, let me guess real quick. I think so. You're gonna pick Eckersley probably with your choice, right? When you get there, or have you?
No, actually,
there?
I got that already.
Oh, you got? Jeez.
I got.
Dang.
Hey, it has been over 10 days, so there are people who finish the program in like 2 hours. Don't ask me why or how. I know. It makes no sense. Makes no fun. I still got 19 days, and I'm just got the bosses today.
Yeah.
And I got Troy Glaus. Why? It was the expensive one. I needed stuff for my trial, so I gamble and just solo him. I wish I could have used him more, but I was just right there. I made the math, and I just saw 3 guys who I had on my team: Rod Devo, Troy Glaus, and Lee Smith, which I didn't want to sell at least Lee Smith and Rod Devo.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
So
no, I hear you.
Otherwise, I would have picked definitely
Eckersley.
I love pitching. I love pitching.
I know you do.
I love when my pen is like stacked, like okay, this guy maybe he didn't do good while pitching the game, but I know I got a bullpen who can got my bag right there where I can put anybody out there and just be like that.
Right.
So yeah, definitely, I would definitely pick Eckersley 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, this is kind of for me. It's kind of a toss up because I do have the other Diamond Eckersley that came out a while back. I forget. So many cards, I forget. But
yeah, there was a Diamond Eckersley also.
I think he
like
might be an 89 or something like that. And I have him in the bullpen still. I use him occasionally. I don't use him a ton, but as an A's fan, I should be taking Eck. I really should be, but I kind of want Troy Glaus too. When I saw Troy Glaus's stats, I was like, ooh, and I can throw him at shortstop, maybe at third. I kind of have a revolving door at third and also in the middle infield. I told you about Trey Turner. I'm still determined to get him to Superfractor, so I'm really close. I'm not taking him out yet, but once I get him there, I probably will take him out just because I want to try out new cards, But he's still my best hitter. I mean, he's still batting the highest average.
Don't take it out.
And I bat him like 8. I put him like in the 8 hole, and he comes through in the clutch when you get kind of down on that lower part of your lineup. Man, he comes through in the clutch for me so many times. So I'm probably gonna get Glaus. I do want to get Eckersley at some point. Probably when those prices drop to like 30K or whatnot, I might get him at that point because I do want him. Also, this is kind of a little bonus, but I was really excited to see the 70s gold A's uniforms in the third inning program.
Oh yeah, they definitely look amazing. I'm thinking about switching for a few games with those uniforms.
Yeah,
because I don't know. They actually did a great job with a lot of uniforms. I was thinking like, I'm not never going to use these teams, but when I see the uniforms, I'll be like, oh wow, this is like clean.
Yeah, some of those alternates,
great.
Man, they're amazing.
They look amazing. Actually, I was like, oh, even the AAA and AA team, they still looks pretty good. I was like, wow. And then you got the Diamonds. The one who got stuck to me, which is surprising. Has to be the Mets one, which I'm not a Mets fans at all. Feel sorry for the people who are, but I'm thinking, I'm thinking about those uniforms. They're really good, actually. The clean blue and the letters on orange, nice. Whatever it is, they're really nice, actually.
They also have a Braves uniform that's like a powder blue, baby blue. Braves.
Yeah, also
Atlanta. That's sick. I love that too.
And with Chicago, they got maybe a black and white uniform with pinstripe with Chicago, I guess.
Yeah,
amazing. There's definitely a lot of uniform you can use right there and be like, wow, this is nice. This is
I
clean,
agree.
Actually.
I agree. Yeah, so I was happy they gave us the A's some love. But speaking, let's move on. Speaking
Let's
of
move on
my
to the next.
revolving door in the middle infield and third base, we have a new player of the month.
We
And
do. So,
go ahead.
some people were a little skeptic about it. Like somebody else should have maybe got player of the month. Let's say Jesse Winker, maybe, has been killing the ball for the last 3 or 4 weeks, maybe.
Right. Tatis, another
That is, yeah, but the thing is with those, high diamonds, they're not going to give them a player of the month like right now
yeah,
because they probably even giving the finest car or maybe as a boss or
sure.
something like that. So you're never going to see those type of
Trout,
diamonds like
Tatis, those guys.
exactly.
It's to be
Nah,
expected, right? Yeah.
it has to be like he really needs to have like a amazing month. Like they have to, otherwise they're not going. Otherwise, they're not going to do that. But
Yeah.
Semien, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Actually, if you don't have like a second baseman, go for it. And you got a lot of cars also on the program path you can go after too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it-
Although
it's
this month I must, and I think we talked about it a little bit earlier, a couple days ago. This month I've noticed the players on the path along the way to Simeon. To me, they're not as useful as the ones last month on the Byron Buxton, just because we've progressed. We've progressed now with
yeah.
there's higher overalls and everybody's kind of starting to complete their collections. So people are having Tatis and Acuñas and so like the 89, 90s are kind of like, like where do they fit type of thing.
Like, I would say for somebody, my bad. For somebody who maybe just got the game and just trying to, build his team, I would say go after and just complete the whole program because there's a lot of cards you can use right there for sure.
True. Very
No
true.
doubt about it. For us who have been playing for a little bit longer now, we'll be like, maybe I will put like this guy on the bench, maybe, and just occasionally get him in, maybe in a bar, maybe on some events, maybe or BR or whatever it is. But
Yeah.
for us, it made no sense. I didn't complete the program for Marcus Simeon. I went the other route. So like I say, I needed for the collection. I just saw all the cars I had. I made over 150,000 stops right there.
Mhm.
So that really helped me. And I didn't complete it. I was like, this guy's not going to play on my team.
Yeah.
It doesn't look bad at all. Don't get me wrong. He
Right.
actually looks have decent stats. But for me, it would just be like, no, it's not
Yeah.
going to make it. If not like it wasn't like Baxter last month.
Yeah.
Like that Byron Boston is definitely still on my team.
Still a great card. Yeah. Yeah.
Still a great card, But second base, you can always get here and there, and
Mm-hmm.
but there's definitely a few cards from the past you can usually with Jesse Winker, for example.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. There's
You
a
have a little bit.
there's a
Yeah.
reliever, 91 overall reliever, I think.
Yeah, there's also a reliever
It's pretty
too.
good.
Ryan Tapera too.
Tapeta. Yeah, that's it.
Tapera, pretty good actually. Not bad at all. Like I
He's in my
say,
bullpen. Well, because you told me early on that you're probably gonna go for the stubs on that one. So I was kind of at that crossroads too. I was doing the grind,
mhm.
and you know what? I was like, you know what? Screw it. Poppy's selling him or selling his like to get the stub. I'm gonna do it just to see what he's like, kind of type of thing. I'm like you. I didn't really need him there because I'm still Ernie Banks and Trey Turner. I don't know. I'm still there. But I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let me try him out. Former A's player. He grew up in Berkeley or born in Berkeley at least. So I was like, let me get him. Good guy. And I gotta say, man, I think he went 4 for 4 in the very first game that I played with
Wow.
him. And then I don't know if you saw. Well, yes, you did see my Twitter thing.
I did. This on the tweet. Definitely
Did you
saw
see
the
that?
tweet.
That was him too, I believe. At short, that slick. Or was he at second? I forget that slick underhand, the double play that we turned.
Yeah, he was a second.
Yeah, yeah. So so far he's pretty darn good.
Not saying nothing about it. Like I said, it's not a bad car. I just don't need it right now.
Yeah.
Just because I don't need it doesn't mean that you shouldn't get it.
Yeah.
If you can get it, go after.
Mhm.
Like if you have like everybody, I would definitely go and go after him. That's for
Yeah.
sure. But made no sense to me. But I know a lot of people who has been saying, "Hey, this guy is amazing. He
Mhm.
rakes too right now. He's a great car, great path." And he has a good swing too. He can play second base also on the in shortstop. I mean, so he definitely has a lot of things. Third base too, great defense, great contact.
Yeah,
Pretty
time will
much what you
tell.
want.
Time will tell because we had that conversation before, right? Maybe in 2 weeks he magically nerfs himself into like
I'll
I
give
don't
it like
know.
3 or 4 weeks maybe into the next program. Probably.
Yeah, exactly. Although I will
Just
say,
around that.
Like you were saying, Buxton's still a good performing well for me.
It is. It is for me
So
too. As long as he's there, he got a spot on the team. He's almost super frat to 5.
right,
So I'm getting close there.
right, right. Okay, so what do we talk about next year? We got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
We got a roster
There is
update today.
we got a new roster update too today too. It's a lot of guys who win diamond. There's
Mm.
4 of them. I don't know if you made some investment right there. I didn't, unfortunately. I was busy.
Yeah, I didn't either. I had a few of them that I've been kind of
Mm-hmm.
monitoring it. When I see the gold prices go up into the 3,000 range, I'm like, oh, let me hang on to this guy. So I hung on. Yeah, I had an extra Guriel. Guriel went diamond. Lance Lynn went diamond. I didn't have him. I had him, but locked up, obviously, right?
Oh, okay.
Glasnow went diamond, and then Kevin Gossman as well. I had him as well. So I made a couple, some stubs, but I mean, these came from packs, so mm,
Yeah, and like I say, I could have made some stuff, but I was just, focused on something else. So
yeah,
I probably go and spend like, I don't know, 10 or 15, 20 cars. I mean, like 80,000 maybe on just some cars to invest and then get some stuff back. But I just didn't feel like I was, in that moment I needed. So the next roster update, definitely. I'm
yeah.
going and try and work on it so I can get, better stops for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And get it better. But yeah, there is a Lensling, like you said, Julie Gurriet, Glasnow, Kevin Gaussman, who is been doing pretty good so far for the Giants this year.
Right, the
So
Giants. I like. Wow, I'm very very surprised at that because you look at a
yeah,
roster and you're like, I don't see it, right? But
that that's baseball. That's baseball. Anything can happen in baseball.
no kidding, no kidding.
Anything can happen on this baseball. So it's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm. So on top of the roster update, they also
Yeah.
dropped a new player program today, which is
Yes,
always
sir.
nice for people like me who don't complete the third inning program in 2 hours. I need those
Yeah.
XP right now. Uh, so it's a 90 overall Juan Marichal card,
Yep.
a San Francisco Giant great. He's got a statue outside of Oracle Park as well, so
He
he's
does.
definitely an all-time great. And they just tweeted something out. And we'll put up that tweet on the screen that they gave him a little teaser video, and it says he once won a 15 plus inning shutout complete game against Born Spawn. 15 innings, shutout.
That's pretty amazing.
So that means it was a 14. Well, it says 15 inning plus. Like what? Did it end in the 16th? Then I'm assuming. I don't know, but that means
I don't know about it.
it was a 0-0 game into the 15th inning. That's
You got
insane.
two. There's 2 all-time greats right there. Marichal and Grand Span.
Right. I wonder how many pitches they thought game. I mean, it doesn't say that,
You
but
can definitely look
we
at
can
it, and
look it
then
up. Yeah.
you can look it up probably. But that was back then when you didn't have like relief pitcher maybe. So if
Right.
you started the game, you were the guy who was going to finish it pretty much.
Right.
Maybe the
Right.
60 around that you maybe had one, but like it wasn't like all the time. It wasn't like now guys only go like 5 or 6 innings,
If
and then you bring
that.
the bullpen.
Mm.
If that exactly. But no. Back then you threw like 180 pitches, and 3 days later you were just throwing this, throwing again
Until your arm falls off.
150.
How,
Exactly.
how do you feel about that? I was gonna ask you that. I haven't asked you that. How do you feel about the new trend of like not trying to go 3 times through the lineup, like 2 times max, and then like all the analytics stuff that's been kind of
Well,
swirling around?
I would say this different times. You know,
Mm-hmm.
back then you didn't have guys who were making like 20 millions a year, 25, 30, 40, whatever it is. So the
Right.
guy were making like a few thousands. So not everybody was making that type of money, which means like you has to earn that money.
Mm-hmm.
The team didn't invest so much money on you. Nowadays, you have teams with like rosters for like 200 millions, 180 millions. So that's a lot of money, and they have to take care of that investment. When they pay Gary Cole 300 millions, they need to pray that he never get injured.
Yeah.
That happens, or he never get like overworked. Maybe for the playoff. So they always got like a time limits for innings and maybe the pitch they got to throw. Maybe because I see a lot of guys right now who always there in the third or fourth inning, and they're already throwing like 80 pitches, 85 pitches already. And
Right.
you'll be like, damn, it's the fourth inning. You got 85 pitches already?
It's a grind
Like this
fest,
almost
man.
this is 20 pitches an inning right there, you know. I remember with Greg Miles just finished a whole game with like 80 pitches, maybe or 85.
Talk about efficiency.
Exactly, you know.
Man.
So and that wasn't that long ago either, but you know, it's
Right.
different times, man. You know, baseball has evolved and people also do with the same thing. It's just the way it is. They just protecting the investment. I understand that from a business standpoint of view. I understand that. I would have done the same thing again.
Mhm.
Do I hate it as a fan? Of course. I want, if I go to the ballpark and I want that guy to go, 9 innings probably.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody had good days and bad days. It always happens. Sometimes you get rocked in the
Right.
third inning, you gotta go. Sometimes you just go 7, 8 innings. So now you don't have everybody who throw always a shutout. That's just no
It's like
complete game. That's really unheard of
Right.
nowadays.
Right. No, it is. I was just gonna say, I just thought about that. I bet I went to a lot of A's games in the last 10 years. I've kind of gotten into it 2011, 2012. I really got into baseball. Went to a lot of A's games. I don't think I remember a single game that I went to that was a complete game where any A's pitcher pitched a complete game. Now, I'm not saying there hasn't been a complete game pitched by an A's player, but not in the I've probably been to well over 100 games,
Wow.
and in none of which there's been a complete game. Not a shutout, but just where the starter actually went the whole 9,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? So that's
You
kind
don't
of
see every
interesting.
day.
You don't see it very often anymore. I mean, we obviously still see no hitters and stuff like that, but that's very I mean, that's such a like a perfect spot like when that happens, but it doesn't happen very often where pitchers even stay in. And
Nah,
I just got a
well,
notification on OBS. Somebody just subscribed. Sorry about that.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Great. No,
Yeah.
happens always. Oh my God, what are we talking? Oh yeah. So the thing is, like, I forgot what we're talking about right now.
Me too. I just had to check OBS. I was like, oh man, there's always something. Anyways.
No, okay, yeah, I know. So the thing with the no hitters, that's great and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how like every guy just when you go out there don't throw like maybe like 6, 7 complete games through a season.
Right.
You're not going to see that anymore.
Right.
Maybe like the whole 30 teams, they might get like 5 or 6 complete games to the whole season.
Right.
And that's unheard of. I remember when guys like Christy Martinsville maybe or Warren Spahn, Matty Shah, Walter Johnson, Bob Gibson were just throwing like complete games every single game.
Yeah.
Like 20 or 25 just on the season. And that's on that year. So that's actually pretty amazing to do that.
That is
But again,
insane.
different times, and those guys were like, real men. They will actually get it. Yo, give me the ball and I'm going to, get it. I know Bob Gibson for sure was like that. Give me the ball, I'm going to get everybody out. And he was getting everybody out.
You're not pulling him out of the game.
You're definitely not putting him out of the game,
No.
Different times and
Yeah.
money too. It's just a business right now.
But it has shown the analytics, they have backfired on teams, right? Like we've seen some teams try it, like okay, third time around. I mean, the A's are a good example at that. They've sometimes I feel like they overthink it a little bit too much and they go into the numbers too much, to where there is something to be said. I mean, look at Bruce Bochy, like who pretty much managed the Giants to 3 World Series but on his gut. Like, you know what I mean? He always like he pulled the right strings at all the right times, Was there some luck
Sometimes you gotta let it
involved?
go.
Probably, but there's something to be said about just the gut feeling too, right?
Sometimes you just gotta let it go. Go with your feeling. With Bosch, he won 3 World Series in 5 years, I believe.
Yeah,
It's now 5 or 6 years, so that's pretty amazing.
it's incredible. Yeah, I mean, that's the and that's always the thing. Like, if I was a manager, not that I ever would, like, could be. I don't qualify for that, but if my starting pitcher is wheeling and dealing, and he's just throwing just darts and just striking everybody out. I don't give a shit about analytics, man. I'm gonna let the lineup come through the third time because nobody can hit this guy, right? I mean, there is something to be
Exactly.
said about that, and so I'm not gonna go by like, oh no, the numbers tell me I have to hold a pitcher. You can't see the lineup 3 times around. Hey, if he's dealing, I'm gonna leave him in there. I'm gonna ride that horse.
Same here.
Mhm.
Same here. And you want a really good example of that? Last year, Blaze Nair was serious.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
happened? He just gave out one hit through 5 innings, I believe, or maybe 6, or maybe 2 hits. That's it. He just
Right.
gave out 1 hit, and then the manager came and took him out. I was like, wait a minute, what are you doing? I
Yeah.
mean, this guy's. I mean, is he hurt? Did he hurt his shoulder, his elbow, or did he do something? No, it was fine.
And he was
Like, why do you
nasty.
take?
He was
And that
nasty
was a
that
World
game.
Series. It was nasty. He couldn't be hit. So what happened after he took it off? Boom.
The wheels came
The,
off.
all-
Yeah.
the wheels came off. You see, and that's exactly when you cannot have the analytics in that type of situation. The World Series. I don't know if it was Game 7 or Game 6. But
Yeah.
you cannot have it like, okay, we should take this guy out because the numbers say so. No, F the numbers in that moment. If
Exactly.
I'm going to go to him and say, hey, are you okay? Do you have it? I'm good. Let's go.
Yeah.
Right with me. Okay, I trust you. If we fuck it up, then it's on me. It's okay. It's my fault. But if no, you're going to be the hero. He might won the game last that moment if you leave him, if you left him there. We never know. We're
don't
never
know.
going to know about it. But that was a moment I was like, why is he taking him off? That made no sense to me at all right there.
Also, you don't know what the reliever is gonna do. That's about to come in, right? How is he feeling today? Does he have his stuff? You don't know that until it's probably too late, right? So, like,
Yeah, exactly.
Snell was dealing that game, and he was pretty filthy. And like one hit, okay, whatever, But he had confidence. You could tell he had swagger. Now you brought in a reliever, and you don't know if that guy has his stuff. I don't. Yeah,
It was just a shame.
I cringed at that too.
That was just bad management right there. I don't
Mhm.
care what the numbers say. I'm leaving that guy right there. He's just 1 hit. Hey, it's okay. It's fine. Maybe next at bat is just a double play, and then boom, you out of there. You out of that.
Yeah.
But that's baseball. Things happen.
That is baseball. Yeah, kidding. Another little kind of the kitchen sink series 2 packs came out, and I probably should pull this up. The base set. Did you check out the base set yesterday? They revealed that yesterday.
Yes, I did put I got it. Yes, there was. Oh my God,
Barry Larkin.
Eloy Jimenez.
Eloy
Yeah,
Jimenez.
Barry Larkin.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dallas Keuchel.
Mm-hmm.
We have a 91 overall Harmon Killebrew.
Yeah, pretty much power only.
Power only. Yeah.
Yeah,
Walter Johnson, 91, and David Robertson. To me,
interesting car.
Yeah.
Interesting car.
To me, the Robertson's probably the only card that I would plug in my lineup at this point.
Yeah. Now the question is, are you going to pay 30,000
No.
stops just to get maybe? Because I know I'm going to get the base round. Like I know that before even I just get the pack. I know that, so I'm like, nope. I'm going just to market and buy maybe the pitcher, and that's it.
Yeah. So I bought both packs last time. The kitchen sink one. I got the base round, the first pack, and then I got the good ones, the next one. Yeah. So I picked up Dibble. Obviously.
Yeah. I didn't buy any. I just went to the market and just bought Dibble.
Yeah.
Because I knew if I spent 30K, I knew I was going to get the base round, and then I was spend like 50 or 60, whatever it was, to get Dibble. So it was like 90K right there, and I was like, nah, I'm just going to just grind, just didn't bother.
That's smart.
And this one, I mean, I want to see the Fergie Jenkins how it is, but I'm gonna wait until like everybody using, keep the reviews and see how it is, and be like, this guy's decent. Hey, this guy's just not worth the money it is.
Yeah, I would
and
like. Then, 3 out of those 4 cards look pretty amazing. Just because I used to rake with Ryan Braun. I used to rake.
Really?
With that guy. I don't know why, but and same with Evan Longoria. Like 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago on MLB The Show. Those 2 guys were amazing. So, like seeing those up there, I was like, oh man. Do I need him? No. Do I want him? Yes.
Yeah, definitely. No. Same with the Sean Green, man. Sean Green last year was a really, really good card, actually. A lefty with power.
Yeah.
For both sides. And great defense, decent enough speed. So, the thing is, like, it's 30,000. It's like, right now it's going for 72,000 right now. So, if I pull him, just if I buy the pack, I'm gonna sell it because I'm gonna get my stops back again.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. It's if you're smart about it, you just wait a week, and if you really want one of those cards, just buy them. at that point.
Yeah, just buy, just go to
And,
the market and buy. I
and
would just do the same thing.
they might be down at 40, 50K at that point, or even less. Who knows, right? Like, but that's
Just,
the smart play. But you know,
just an advice.
when those
Yeah,
packs
just
come out, it's like, oh, you gotta do it.
just an advice. If you want to make some stuffs, maybe buy the cars right now, the kitchen scene. You know the rare round, the 90 something, and buy now. Maybe if you got the stuff 1 or 2, wait for it until the pack is gone, and it's going to go up.
Yeah, yeah.
It happened with the cars last time too. They were like 40,000, and then you see it now it's like 60, 70,000 right now. So
Yeah. No,
just an advice.
it's true. True. Because then once they're gone, that next day or that day when
Exactly.
that's when you want to check it
Go
out.
up.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
that's when everybody's like, "Oh, I missed out on that card," and that's also usually like when people get their hands on the card enough to where they see like, "Oh my gosh, this Fergie Jenkins card is cracked," you know. So then everybody like wants to get it, like, and then now it's
Once
not
again,
available anymore, right? So it's supply and demand. Got to play the game.
exactly. Gotta play the market. Economic 101 right there.
That's
Just
pretty
like
much
real life.
that's pretty much it. Okay, so we
That's
talked
pretty much it.
bosses, we talked player of the
So,
month,
yes, sir, we do.
roster
Roster up
update,
there. Player
the
program too.
player program, kitchen sink
Kitchen
packs.
sink. Yeah, we
The
did pretty
only
much
other
about everything.
thing we could talk about
Oh yeah.
is maybe some IRL baseball because we had some stuff happening
Yeah.
this past week
Really, I like it.
that was kind of
I like
juicy.
the drama. I like the drama
Yeah, I do
sometimes.
too, man. Baseball needs this, man. It's fun,
Yeah, it
right?
does. So the thing is, it has been going around lately that a lot of pitchers, major league pitchers with high salary, has been using sticky substance, or maybe they probably knew about this because even Trevor Bauer tweeted about it. I don't know if he was being sarcastic or he was just throwing, but like he knew about it, and I'm sure MLB knew about it too. About that, on that point, that he was like cheating the game. It's cheating. I don't know. It's like
Has it been around
it's
forever?
been around forever.
Yeah.
Been around forever. Since the 1800s, it's been around forever with the speedball and whatever it is. Now you got pinta, or now you got like something else, some mix that they do. And the thing is, when the pitcher is throwing the ball, let's say a breaking ball, the RPM is the rate per meter or rate per second, something like that.
Yeah, like
RPS.
the spin rate, basically,
Yeah,
how fast the
yeah,
ball can
exactly. The spin
spin.
rate,
Right.
exactly. So how fast the ball can spin? It spin like 10 times faster than usually supposed to be doing, which means it's going to be a little bit hard for the hitters to hit the ball right there.
Can't see the seams, can
Exactly.
right.
You just can see it because when you're on the a home plate trying to hit the ball, you're going to see the ball coming to you. You might see the seams, that little red fence on the ball. You might see it, but
Right.
with the spin rate, you might don't see it at all because if
Right.
your thing's going to break down, it breaks down pretty way farther away than we usually thought it was going to break.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now people, are complaining about it, and Josh Donaldson, one of the outspoken guys, say he has some video evidence about it and he wants to release it. Do it! Release it already! What are you waiting for?
No
I'm
kidding.
waiting. Don't talk. Release it already.
No kidding.
Come on. Come
So-
on, release it already.
So Garrett Cole took a little offense to that because he felt like he was singled out. And guess what?
He called him out.
He did call him out pretty. I mean, it wasn't just insinuating. It was saying, "Hey, this guy." And then, sure enough, they're playing each other.
Yeah, they
Which
play
is-
short. They play short. Actually, as I was watching the highlights, he struck out Donaldson twice.
twice, and he gave him a little
Yeah, a little,
little
take
stare
the
down.
spin ray out to it right there.
I love
It's
it.
been, and of course, the guy who was the most outspoken guy about the Astros cheating scandal back then in 2017 was Trevor Bauer, of course,
Mhm.
great. Not my favorite guy at all. But now he's maybe the one who was being cheating on this thing. Or maybe he was just cheating the whole time. So we will be like, I'm going to cheat and nobody's going to care. No, nobody's going to give a F about it.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
So
Round and round we go, man. I mean, that's just
because I don't remember Trevor Bauer being the greatest player of all time right there, or the greatest pitcher.
no.
He was really mediocre, I would say. While was in the Indians, but then
Yeah,
he has maybe a one good season, and then he went to Cincinnati,
very up and
which
down.
Exactly, up and down. Then he went last year to Cincinnati and he won the Cy Young. I still don't know how he won the Cy Young with the Grumper, whatever it is, what it
Whatever.
is.
Yeah.
Exactly. And his spin rate went through the roof.
Right.
Through the roof. You definitely know with some people. I was like, what is spin rate to people talking about? Why is it so important? So, I want to, educate myself. Went to YouTube, Google, started searching about it. Came up with a lot of videos from people who was talking about it. And we're like, oh, this is what it's about. Okay, this is really important then.
Yeah.
Because this is like, using the ball or maybe, the pitching taking steroids to make the ball a little better,
A lot of money involved. I mean,
it's a lot of money involved. So it's like, I definitely like that. I would definitely want to see how this ends.
Yeah, me too. Me
If
too.
if somebody's going to be suspended,
Right.
a pay cut or whatever it is, or it's just going to be caught on Twitter out.
I love it. We need a little drama, man. We need a little excitement.
We definitely need it. We definitely need it. Baseball get boring sometimes, so we definitely need some drama.
Yeah, the dog days of summer are coming up. So let us know in the comments what you guys think about that controversy. But that's gonna do it this week. Let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Papi, for hanging with me as always.
Thank you for always being here.
And make sure to subscribe, join the Discord, hit us up on Twitter, talk to us. Somebody talk to
exactly. Talk to us, man. Come on.
Some love. And make sure to congratulate Papi on his on completing the collection finally.
Finally.
And we'll see you guys next week for
See you next
week 9.
next week.
Peace.